Alright, this is recorded for the science project for general zoology. I was assigned to talk about the nematodon. The nematodon, also known as the roundworm, is a, is a phylum class um, animal. You can call it an animal or you can call it a parasite. But only some of nematodon are parasites, while others are just nematodon. The nematodon's name came from the Greek word nema, which means thread. A nematodon's body is honestly just a long, just a thread-like essence, like a worm of a sort. Its size can range from either 3/4 of an inch, or in some astonishing cases, up to 30 feet long. I think that's the length of your digestion tract. Yeah, your digestive system is a sort. Um, there were once and there were once known as Helaman, no, as Helamis, or a pseudo. What's that called? A pseudocolamata. Probably pronounced that wrong, but that's the best I could do. They were part of their own type of in the early days they were their own types of animal group because they thought the structure of a nematode were a large group of animals, or in this case worms, to form a larger type of vertebrate. But over recent years in research, they got their they got their own group. Surprisingly enough, nematodons are actually related and close to the arthropods. Like what's those things called? A troglodyte? I forgot its name. Crap. Let's see. Its classification is known as a phylum. It's not big as a true animal, but it's still high. It's still a higher rank than some other classes. That in tropical tiers of levels, some some nematodons feed on plants and algae. Others feed on bacteria and fungi, while the largest feed on practically each other, other nematodes. Yet they're cannibals. Astonishing and weird at the same time. They do not have a full-fledged body cavity. They also don't have a fully developed head. Well, not fully developed, but well-defined head. But it does have a mouth and an end part. Their their digestive system it goes from the mouth, which has 16 organs, crushed by muscles, goes to the stomach, digests, and actually exit out of two different anuses or ectro or endocircuit. Dang it. Um, yeah, two different anuses in hindsight. You can find them by their thread-like cylindrical bodies. Most of the times you might accidentally ingest them or you might find them in the soil. Um, yes, they do have 16 organs in their mouth. They range from that height. And the thing is, in most animals, mesodermal is on the inside and endothermal is on the outside, but in this case, it's reversed. The roundworm endothermal cells are on the inside, while mesothermal is on the outside. Another thing about them is they don't have a cilia or flagella, so they use longitudinal muscles they have on part of their body. Or another type of method that they use is just thrashing around to make them move, like wiggle furiously. They want to get to one point or another. They have no type of way but thrashing, since they're using most of the muscles. Um, their type of reproduction is primarily laying eggs, but they can also use hermaphroditism or parthenogenesis. They they do have different genders, yes. The female lays the eggs and the male fertilizes them like fish, but the female can actually keep the eggs within their body until they are properly fertilized. I'm probably gonna die. Okay, okay, I'm fine. What else about them? Huh. What else do I have about them? They may look like a worm, but they don't have a segmented body. Not segmented at all. Just all the way through. Hmm. How do I get more and develop about them? Hmm. Huh. That's practically all I gathered. But yes, pneumotodons practically in the medical world, if they're found in the body, there are parasites. You could either call them a roundworm or if they're in the body, a tapeworm. They practically feed off others. If you have that type of parasite in your body,
that would only slow me
it
down.
is not recommended that you have them in your body because they will take every bit of nutrient from you. If possible, if they get into your digestion tract. And getting them out will be a hassle. And it's also not recommended to just throw up like you're Britney Spears or something. Or Angelina. So, oh yeah. Nematodes can mostly be found in tropical regions, warm weathers, and they're mostly in the soil. No, not mostly. Sometimes in the water. You can find them in the water, the soil, other animals, if they're infected and it's not cooked properly. And then you might get infected yourself. Nematodes has existed for quite a long time, but they're they're bad. Well, not bad, but yes, they are bad, but they're terrible in big groups. One is fine, but you have an entire colony of a sort. Cause that's
Feels
where,
like something stirring in its sleep.
well, yeah, like she said, that is something that you do not want to have in your body at all. It's absolutely terrible. It'll kill you from the inside out, and it'll take you with it.
That would only slow me down.
Crap. Hmm. They have no eyes at all. They only they only do one thing, which is eat, digest, take, and poop. They're not really that smart of a creature, since they only do one thing, and that's to live. Like most stuff, it just lives. It'll do anything so to actually do it. Well, that's all I can honestly gather up for the nematomen slash roundworm. And good tips is to properly cook your food. Don't don't eat anything raw. Or eat, and if you don't properly cook, or you somehow you get infected by other means, go to the hospital as quickly as possible. Cause it'll kill you before you can honestly find it. But it's a slow, painful process. That's all I got to say about that. And I shall bid you adieu.